everyone, this is Lynette Eccles with a new video for Altenew. Today I'll be using the Dahlia Blossoms stamps and die set to create this really colorful layout with lots of flowers. So I really wanted to work with the idea of a circle of flowers going around my layout, and I picked two of the stamps from the stamp set, the smaller flower and the larger flower. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the solid color. Now I forgot to place a piece of foam beneath the first image, so it did come out a little blotchy. So this base color is buttercream, and for the details I'm going to be using mango smoothie. These images are really easy to line up, and you can work with them really easily. Now to continue with the other colors, I used my dies just to cut out the image of the flower, and that I'll be using as mask. I just use regular printing paper because if you're going to use cardstock, the image might not stamp correctly because the cardstock is a little bit thicker. As you can see here with the mask, you can easily stamp the second image over the first one. And here I'm using Peach and Peach Perfect and Rouge. In total, I'll be using 14 of the inks from Altenew. There were a lot of them on my table while I was creating this layout. So as you can see, I'm just working around the circle here. It's always starting with the solid color and then adding the details. And as you can see, even with the printing paper, sometimes it's difficult to get that detail, to really get the solid image. But the stamps are really easy just to line up, so you can just stamp over it again if you see that it doesn't work. Now it does take a little bit of time to stamp all the images because you have to first stamp your base color, the solid color, and then the details, and then just work your way around the page, each time masking off the flowers. But it's really fun to do, and it's lovely to see how the flowers just start to come alive nearly on your paper. I'm also using two of the smaller flowers. Oh, it's just one of them, and just stamping them on the outside just to create a little bit more flow and just cut off that line which is too circular. Okay, making little things pop out, adds detail, and also makes it a little bit more realistic. So now I'm going to create my lilac flower, the lilac. Here on the video it looks more like a bluish color, but it is more lilac. I'm going to give you the names of these two inks. These are not inks which I use a lot, but I really love them. One of them is Lavender Fields, and then you've got which one is the second one? Ooh, I can't find it. I think it's Midnight Violet. So these are really pretty. And I'll also be using for the blue tones Caribbean Sky and Dusk. And the Caribbean Sky is probably one of my favorite colors with the dusk. I just think it looks wonderful. As you can see, the details of the flower are really beautiful. In the stamp set, you also have the outline. I decided not to use it this time, but you could add it as well. But what I think the outline does, makes it just a little bit more sketchy, I would say, so it looks more like a drawing. Whereas if you don't use that outline and just go with the solid color and the details, the flowers just look a little bit more natural. And here we've got one more with the purple. Once I've got all my flowers, I can start building up my layout with my photo and my embellishments. And because I'm using so many colors here with the inks and using lots of flowers, I didn't want to add too many pattern papers because there was already a lot of pattern in the layout itself. So I decided to work with my photo and lots of little embellishments. I'll be adding little buttons, and as the title I'll be using the stamp which comes on the Dahlia Blossom set, which is Live Life in Full Bloom. And once I've got that, I'm just going to adhere everything to the layout. I'm using pop dots just to create more dimension. I'm adding a little bit of gold because part of the title, which is heart, is in gold. So adding 2 more elements just to create a visual triangle. So you've got gold in the title and then 2 more pops of gold. And then I wanted just to enhance the colors of the flowers by using little buttons. So I went through my button collection and picked out some purples, some yellows, and also some blues. So once again, I'm using everything in 3s and placing them over the layout so that I create a flow. So the eye is drawn towards all of the elements and goes all around the page. But each time, if you look at the elements, the center point is the photo. And once I've got all of that in place, I can add my journaling. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back very soon with another video for you. Have a lovely day and happy scrapping. Bye bye.